Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's only been a hot minute since I posted my last Will I Buy It video, but the past few days I've fallen down the Instagram rabbit hole on Trend Mood's page and seen so many good releases coming up shortly that I wanted to share my opinion with you guys and see if anyone else was interested in any of the products that are due for release. All of the pictures and information that I have used in this video I have taken from Trend Mood's Instagram, which I will link below. I will also link below the Will I Buy It community playlist, which Samantha March kindly let me be part of for my last video, and hopefully I can get this one on there too. So quite a few things to get through, so let's get into it. And probably like the last one, that are going to be quite a few eyeshadow palettes mentioned as well, and they are actually the one thing I try to not buy too many of, but when a lot are released that I really like, it is so hard to not buy them. The first one that I'd like to mention is the Urban Decay Elements palette, which is due to be released in the next few weeks on the 10th of September. This has really stunning packaging. And I believe it's either 18 or 19 shades, but it says that it's a mixture of mattes, duochromes I think, and also shimmery metallic shades. There was a great little video I seen on Urban Decay's Instagram page which gives a little snapshot of each shade, sort of flashes them on the screen one at a time, and some of the shades do look stunning. I've also seen a few swatches on the Trend Mood page as well, and this one does look really nice and I am really interested. Not something that I need, but it does really appeal to me, so I think I'm going to put that on my wish list, that I am definitely interested in it. There was no price that I could see being released as yet. It's obviously a higher end palette. Hopefully it's around £40, which is roughly what they tend to price things at, but again not too sure, so I can always come back to you on that one. The next thing is something released by the brand Tati, which is a brand that I love and regularly purchase from, which if you are a subscriber to my channel you will know because I'm constantly putting Tati hauls up. And this release that they are bringing out is a lipstick set, or two lipstick sets with a couple of variety of shades, and also a lip shape eyeshadow palette. I think it's an empty magnetic eyeshadow palette. Not interested in the empty palette. I don't own many singles, so wouldn't have a use to that. I was kind of intrigued by the lipsticks because I do really like their set. They were priced at £24 or $27, so it's not too bad for 5 shades. The only problem I found was that on their website and also on Instagram and things, I couldn't find any swatches of the lipsticks. It just kind of gives descriptions of each shade, but I personally need to see a swatch or need to see it on a lip, which a lot of websites do these days. So I can't give an opinion on the shades because I'm not too sure what the shades look like. It's been released as part of their Kiss and Makeup campaign against cyberbullying, which is a really great cause, and I believe 20% of all purchases are going towards this, but they are available now if you are interested. The next thing is a Jaclyn Hill brush collection. When the information on this was originally released, it was shown as just being 3 sets. There is the complete set, which contains 24 face and eye brushes and is $165. I think it also includes a case that they come in as well. There was then a face set which comes with 5 face brushes, and that is $58 or £55. There was then a eye set which came with 8 eyeshadow brushes and was £42 or $42, same price for both of those. It's now been released that they are actually available individually if you didn't want to buy the collections, and I had a quick look on Morphe's website because they are available now. Looks like the price of the brushes range from £4 for your kind of angle brush to £24 for a big powder brush. So not too badly priced, but I personally am not really drawn into this because I know and love my Spectrum brushes. I just can't see myself being interested in this. And also $165 for a complete set. I know it's 24 brushes, but that is a lot of money. So that one is a pass for me. The next thing is the newest release from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and this one is available now, and it is the Liquid Frost highlighters, and these are in little pots and come in 8 different shades. from variations of golds and pinks and sort of pearlescent colours, and from videos I've seen online and pictures, they do look like they are really dazzling shades and really shimmery. So I think they might be a bit too shimmery for me because I do kind of like more of a subtle highlight. I've never tried a liquid highlight, so don't know how I'd like that formula. I always tend to go for a powder highlight, but do really like Jeffree Star products that I've tried so far, and they are priced at $25 or £20, and I believe that he sells his products in Morphe stores, and in the UK it is available on Beauty Bay. I then have another product from Tarte, and this is their latest blush book, which looks like it's kind of inspired by the back to school phase, and this was only released last week, I believe. This comes in at $44 or £42. It comes with 8 blush shades, 1 bronzer and 1 highlighter. I did get an email from Tarte a week or so before the release, sort of with a sneak peek saying it was coming, and I did have a sneaking suspicion it would also include a bronzer and a highlighter, but I've since found out that the pans are actually smaller than previous blush books or blush collections that they have released, and I was kind of all for purchasing this because the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush formula is my favourite blush formula. So I was definitely keen on purchasing this, but now that I've read that they are smaller pan sizes, it's not as much value for money as I thought it was. So I'm kind of on the fence. I did recently have a 20% off code, and if I could have used it against the blush book, I think I was going to purchase it. But with it being a new release, you couldn't use any promotional codes against it. So it's still on my radar. But at the moment, at full price, I'm not willing to spend £42 because, let's be honest, I'm probably not going to get my full use out of it. But it is kind of on my radar still. The next thing is another eyeshadow palette, and this is from the brand Makeup Revolution in collaboration with Emily Noel 83. And I absolutely adore Emily Noel. I love watching her videos so much. I love her personality and her warmth. So when I seen she was doing a makeup collaboration, I was so excited. I was even more excited when I found out that it was with a reasonably priced brand and not a high-end brand. So I was really excited for this release, and she has brought out 2 palettes. She has the Wants palette and the Needs palette. The Needs palette is a face and eyeshadow palette, so it has, I think, bronzer and blushes in it as well. Very neutral shades, so I wasn't immediately drawn to this palette. This is priced at £10 in the UK and $15 in the US, which is a really good price for the amount of product that you get. And then we have the Wants palette, which is a eyeshadow palette, and I've not written down how many shades it includes, but I will put a picture up so you can see. This looks like it has a great variety of shades. There's a few greens and purples in there that I'm really intrigued by. I also love the names, and watching her unveiling video and her giving you a bit of insight behind each name was great to see as well. So I'm really happy for it. I know I'm including this on my will I buy it, as in I've not yet bought it, but technically I have actually ordered the Wants palette. I did order it on the day of release from the Makeup Revolution site, so I'm so excited for it to arrive. When I'm filming this, it is just over a week ago since I ordered it, and frustratingly my order is still shown as processing. I have emailed Makeup Revolution and also tweeted them, but I've not heard anything back. But based on how slow the website was on the day of release, I'm taking it that they've got a lot of traffic and a lot of orders, so I think it is going to take that little bit longer for it to arrive. I will do a full review of this eyeshadow palette, no doubt, on my channel once it arrives, and I've had a play with it for a few weeks, so really excited to get my hands on it and give it a go. This is, if it didn't say, available on the Makeup Revolution US and UK sites. It is also available on Ulta, although I believe it is currently out of stock as of the other day, and it is also available in Superdrug in the UK. Next product to mention is something slightly different in that it is a supplement, and these are the Halo Beauty Kiwi Seed Boost tablets. And this is, for those who don't know, a brand by the YouTuber Tati, who is another YouTuber that I watch and really enjoy her videos, and she has had the Halo brand for a while now. She first brought out the pink tablets, I'm not too sure what they're called. She's now brought out some kiwi ones. As I do follow Tati on YouTube and also on Instagram, she's regularly putting up people's before and after photos from taking the first supplements that she brought out, and the effects do look like they are really good, especially for skin complaints, which wasn't an issue to me until recently. I recently changed my contraceptive medication and it seems to be wreaking havoc with my skin. I've got so many hormonal breakouts on my chin area that I never ever used to suffer from before, and nothing I seem to do seems to be able to stop it happening, and it seems to correlate with me starting taking this new medication. I would be intrigued to try it even just for 1 month to see if you could notice any difference in 1 month, because I haven't taken supplements before apart from folic acid and vitamin supplements when I was pregnant. But I would be quite intrigued to try it. The only issue I have is that shipping is really expensive. The tablets themselves are $30, which I believe is for a month's supply, so $1 a day, that's not too bad. I think shipping to the UK though was about $20, which $50 I don't want to pay. So I'm kind of on the fence with these. I would like to try them. Whether I actually will is highly unlikely. They did catch my eye, obviously the bright greens at the bottom too. The next thing to mention is another eyeshadow palette, surprise surprise, and this is from the brand The Balm. There's actually 2 eyeshadow palettes that they're bringing out, and they are Alternative Rock Volumes 1 and 2. These are actually face and eyeshadow palettes. They each contain a bronzer, a blush and a highlighter, I believe, and then they also contain some shadows on the top as well. Again, I forgot to write down how many actual pans there are, but I will put a picture up. They contain really nice shades, but I think I am more drawn to Volume 1 because I think the shades are slightly nicer in that, although the face products do look slightly darker for my skin tone, so not too sure if that would be a good match or not. I know Samantha March said that when she mentioned this palette in her video as well, and she made a good point, but I would have to kind of see them in person to judge whether they were too dark or not. So I'm on the fence about these 2 palettes. I would say I wouldn't purchase Volume 2 because I have a lot of those shades in other palettes that I can have, but Volume 1 has probably got a couple of shades unique to my collection. So that one I am quite keen about. They are priced at $27.50 each. There was no UK price when I last checked, and at the moment I think they're only available on the Balm's website. The Balm is available through a few UK sites that I use, but we tend to get the releases a bit later than the US, so no doubt it'll be released eventually. At what price though, I don't know. I will keep an eye on it, and I think if I did purchase it, I would probably purchase it at a discount. I wouldn't pay $27.50 for it, even though I do like the Balm, because I know how often they go on sale and how often they're discounted. I probably would wait for them to be discounted. The next thing is a new item by Glam Glow, and it is their Tropical Cleanse Exfoliating Cleanser. This is $34, just to start off with that. That to me is really expensive for a cleanser. I don't think I've ever spent that much on a cleanser, but I do like the products that I have tried from Glam Glow. Yes, they have been sample sizes and things like that, but I have really liked them, and with this being tropical scented, it looked like it contained passion fruit and pomegranate and things like that. It does kind of appeal to me in that sense, that it would have a nice smell to it. Would I pay $34? No. If I got a sample, would I try it? Definitely. I am intrigued. There's no release date as yet, it just said coming soon, and I also couldn't see a UK price, so again that's probably something that will come to the UK later, but I guess something that's on my radar, but not something I'm definitely going to run out and grab immediately as soon as it's released. The last couple of products in my main list are, yet again, eyeshadow palettes. They're just the thing that I'm drawn to. The first one is by the brand Maybelline, and it is their Soda Pop eyeshadow palette. This is $13.99 in Ulta from what I seen. Again, couldn't see a UK price for this. When I was in my local Boots not that long ago, I seen that we had the Lemonade palette, I think it was called, and it was shown as being brand new, and that to me has been released in the US for a little while now, so no doubt this will eventually trickle its way over here. And I think Maybelline eyeshadow palettes tend to be priced at about £10, so hopefully it's around that price. It contains some really gorgeous shades and it says it smells like soda, which sounds good to me. I am really intrigued by this one. I would like to go into the store and swatch the shades because I don't think I've ever tried a Maybelline eyeshadow palette to know what the quality is like. I've tried other products by Maybelline and love them all, so it is a brand that I use a lot and enjoy, but I can't comment on the quality of their eyeshadow palettes because I've not used them personally. But I do really quite fancy this one, and I think the shades in it are perfect for autumn and winter. And I think it might be a nice palette to use in conjunction with my Naked Heat palette. Speaking of naked palettes, there is apparently a new naked palette coming out. Whether this is linked to the fact they are discontinuing Naked One, which I can't really say I'm sad about because I already have the palette and I'm never going to buy another one because I'm never going to use it. But I suppose it's a sad day for a lot of people, myself included in that respect, that it was their first ever eyeshadow palette. It's like the OG eyeshadow palette, and I do love the Naked formula, and as I've just mentioned, the Naked Heat palette that I have, that is one that I reach for regularly. I think I've got a bit of that on my eyes today. The new one is the Naked Cherry palette. This is another one that didn't have a release date, it just said coming soon. It also didn't have a price, but based on how much the normal Naked palettes are, they tend to be either £39.50 or $54. But this is another one that I really am intrigued by. It kind of looks like it would be the perfect sister palette for the Naked Heat, because the Naked Heat is all the reds and the oranges and things, and this is all dark pinks and purples and mauves and things like that. So I'm really excited for this one, and I think I am going to have to purchase it even though I don't need it in the slightest. It's another expensive eyeshadow palette, but it's quite mean for Urban Decay to bring out two really nice looking eyeshadow palettes. I've just remembered one more thing that I wanted to mention that I literally seen on Trend Mood about 10 minutes ago, and that is a new release coming up from Makeup Revolution, and it is an extension to their Conceal and Define concealer range. They are releasing a supersized concealer and also a foundation. From what I've seen online, quite a few people use this concealer as foundation, so it's no surprise that they are releasing it as an actual foundation. And also that's probably why they're doing the supersized concealer, for people that want the concealer formula as it is, not as a foundation, to use it all over their face, which I think is actually a great idea. I have this concealer and I wasn't overly impressed with it, but I think that's my own fault for buying the complete wrong shade. Because I have a few concealers on the go, I've just not made it out to purchase the correct shade for me. I did order that online, so I do need to go to a store, I think, to swatch it and find the right match for me. But I just don't get a chance to go to makeup stores anymore. So there are going to be 24 shades to the foundation. It's going to be priced at £9 or $12, which is a really good price. And then the concealer is going to be 13 grams, and that is for £7 or $10. I did check how big the concealer that I have now, the normal size one, is, and that is 3.4 grams. So you are getting 3 times the size for double the price, which I think is really good value. So I would be really intrigued to give these a go because they are really good price as well, and the concealer did get such rave reviews. I say I just picked too light of a shade, so I will definitely, next time I finally get a chance to go to a store, will be keeping an eye out for these and giving one of these a go. There are a couple of other products I just want to mention at the end, and these are the holiday releases that I have seen. Once it gets sort of later into the year, we'll probably do just a standalone will I buy a holiday video, but there's been some sneak peeks released at the moment and I just wanted to sort of mention them from what I'd seen. The first is a couple of eyeshadow palette releases from Tarte. They do usually release, I think it's 2 or 3 shadows a year from what I've seen, and they tend to have a sort of Sephora exclusive, an Ulta exclusive, and then maybe just a Tarte exclusive. So far I've seen 2 palettes released, both of which are pineapple themed. I can't say that pineapples are the first thing that spring to mind when I think of the holiday season, but obviously Tarte wants to keep summer going for that little bit longer. So they have 2 palettes. One is actually shaped like a pineapple, I'll put a picture up of it. And I think I did see someone had put that this was going to be $59 and it came with mascara and an eyeliner. I couldn't see on the picture what mascara or what eyeliner, but that's just going off the information that I've seen. The second palette is called their Sweet Escapes palette, which has a little, looks like a pineapple lock on it, and the lid is completely sequined. The packaging of this is gorgeous, and that's what's drawn me in. From the picture of this one open, which I'll put up now, you can see that that does contain a mascara, an eyeliner and what looks like a lipstick. It also has 4 face products on the side, which, sorry, the pineapple one has 4 face products on also. There's no price for this one that I could see. They both are really pretty palettes. The shades look to me though pretty much identical to the shades they released last year, and the 2 palettes also look really similar to each other. I can't remember the exact details of the palettes from last year to remember if they look similar to each other, but it's one of those I think we definitely don't need both. I'm on the fence whether I'm interested. The packaging has caught my eye, but I'd need to read more details once they're released. The next Christmas release is from Too Faced, and this is their Christmas Dreams, which I'll put a picture up of now. If I remember rightly, the packaging contains bunny rabbits, which to me is Easter, not Christmas. This looks like really nice shades, and this was stated as being $42, which looks like it's a really good price because this is an eyeshadow and again has 4 face products like the top ones did. Does it immediately scream at me that I need it? No, but given it as a gift I definitely wouldn't complain. Another thing that I seen, it wasn't a picture or anything as such, it was a tweet from Jeffree Star, and this was in relation to what looks to be his new lip set for the holidays, and this is an 8-piece lip set, as most of his lip sets are, and he's just released 2 of the names for the shades. One being Can't Relate and one being You're Still on the Property. No hints as to what these colours are, but I do really love these liquid lips, and I did say when I purchased the nude one not that long ago that I would definitely be interested in purchasing another set. So really looking forward to seeing what colours these are once more information is released. So that is it for my Will I Buy It and all the products that I've spotted in the past week. I'll keep you updated once I get more information on the holiday releases, and we'll probably do a specific video just for the holiday releases because they start drip feeding the information out now, but come late September, October they'll no doubt all be released, and I'll have all the information to hand then to be able to see what I definitely want to purchase or not. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.